guys, Anders from Kifaru here. Today we're going to go through the process of building our internal frame packs. So this will be the case for our MiniKeg, Kutthroat, and 357 currently. It uses our base plate, which is something we just came out with here a few years ago to just give more stability to the actual internal frame bags. So it's a little different than a standard frame or any of our EDC bags themselves. So you're going to have your pack, lumbar pad, stays, your base plate, 2 metal 3-bars, these just little clips, shoulder straps, and your waist belt. For this, we usually start by putting the lumbar pad in. For this, it's going to be similar to any of our frames. You're going to start with the flat side here at the bottom, and you're going to fold the foam hard side to hard side to prevent it from separating when you're installing the foam into the casing. You're going to start by opening it up, sliding it in, and just massaging the corners of the top of the foam into each corner. There you go. Once it's in, you're going to want to close up the casing itself just with the hook and loop here. It'll attach to the hook on the back side here. The reasoning for the hook is you can also run a Omni belt, EDC Omni, and attach to these bags if you're not wanting a full duplex belt, which we can cover in a separate video as well. From there, you're going to take your stays and your base plate. And your base plate you need to have sitting up, so that way the shoulder straps can hook into the 3-bars that are sewn into the base plate. From here, you'll take your stays, and you'll notice you have your 24-inch stays here. The bend will be smaller on the top. Your curve, we always cut from the top in frames when we chop them down. So the curvature will always be the same regardless of the height. You can hold it to your back if you have any questions, if you're unsure of what is the top and what is the bottom, but as you start to play with it, you kind of figure it out. So we'll take these, and you can, if you can't, get the stay into the pocket itself here, you can use a pair of needle nose to kind of help with this, but you just will insert it and just give a little bit of a twist, just to kind of stretch the material out itself. So once it's in, you just want to make sure the stays are fully seated. There's a little bit of a lip there just from the webbing. From here, you're going to take this and you're going to slide this in here. Kind of twist it. And like I said, you just want the metal clips on the top side here. If you're not seeing those, it's backwards. So from here, we'll spin this and we're going to attach the shoulder straps. You just want to unhook the straps, kind of come wrapped around here. I like to use the sternum strap even while you install the shoulder straps, just to keep from swapping the straps and getting them backwards. So you're going to want to cup the shoulder strap itself and almost into a V shape. And this will allow you to slide it through the 3 strips of webbing on the back of the bag here. The only difference here will be if you're running no belt, which is an option. You can, in the inside of the bag here, in the chamber pocket, you'll have our 3-bar straps here. So we'll get to those here. Set this back up. So once you have the shoulder straps in here, you're going to take your 2 extra 3 bars. You're just going to feed them on here. You're going to go up to the bottom and back out. Just like so. I like to usually run these just so they're kind of just a little bit below the top of the base plate, just so they don't stick out while you're using the bag. It's just kind of more of a aesthetic. From here, you'll take the webbing and you'll floss it down and feed it through the metal clip here. Once it's in there, you'll fold it back over. This is kind of makes it a little easier if you give it a little bit. Once you have your shoulder straps set to where you want them, you just want to give a little bit of space here. You're going to fold it back over and feed it back upward. If you have a hard time gripping this, you can use a pair of needle nose too. It'll make it a little easier. You'll go back up through the 3 bar above, back out again, and finally, one last time, you'll fold it over just so the strap isn't hanging up. Go back downward. And the reason why we do this back and forth is just the tension of the straps. If you're loading this down pretty heavy, which we usually recommend like around 80 or under, it's just not going to rip out. Let's just keep the straps from slipping and sliding. So same on the other side. Go down. Cool. Okay. So now you have your shoulder straps installed. If you're going to be running the no belt option, you're going to take the 3 bar straps here and you're going to hook these through this common loop at the bottom. And the reason why this is because the belt itself will hold the attachment for the shoulder straps. So if you're not using that, you need something to hook into the shoulder straps, just like so. Just want to feed these up through the ladder lock. Just like so. That's how you'd run it without the belt option. For this case, we're going to add the belt, so we'll take this off. Let's see. Simply remove it. And so next, if you are using a belt, you'll remove the 3 bar strap. You're going to take the bag itself and usually stand it up just so it's easier to work with. Fold the extra webbing over the top and hold it with your thumb. You're going to take your belt, which all the belts are sized right here at the white tag. You're going to slide the belt's pocket onto the base plate. Just keep an eye out on the back side here, similar to the 3 bar or the ladder locks on the frames. Just want to make sure these are over top of the 3 bars here. And you're going to take the bag itself with the casing here. And I usually like to place my thumbs just at the base of the foam just to help allow you to flip this over. From here, you're going to need to take and attach the 3 bars into the common loop. And it's best just to push on the corner and feed the clip. The clip will kind of pass through and just lay flat. I just want to make sure those are seated well so they don't come undone. Buckle the waist belt and just tighten it up. You come to the back side here, you're going to notice 2 buckles. The common loop is if you're running no belt, so we're going to disregard that. You're going to hook to the ladder lock here. So the ladder lock just helps stabilize the bag, keeps the bag from shifting back and forth if you're in a more of a running pace. You're going to take the belt, go upward with the strap so it's in a straight line, just do a 1/4 turn inward so that the bar tack is on the top and the tab is on the bottom. This will pass through the ladder lock on the shoulder strap here. Just want to make sure this doesn't get twisted like this, because it'll spin the strap itself. There we go. Cool. Next, I usually like to adjust the sternum strap. Slide them to the top. We'll take the metal 3 bar here, which is designed for running our gun bearer. If you're not using those, I'll usually slide the clip up underneath here. And this will keep the sternum strap from shifting up or down. Not everyone has the same build and will need to run the sternum strap lower, which you can easily just slide down the 3 bar and slide the sternum strap just over top of it like so. And this will just keep it from getting twisted. We see it a lot with guys that are, you know, hiking out of some place and they're holding on to their chest strap and it's starting to twist or just rip altogether. So it's just something to kind of stiffen it up. The last thing you'll need to do here is take your load lifters, and you're going to see there's 4 tabs here, but 1, 2, and 3 are your main load lifter tabs. This outer tab is actually for attachments as guide lids and so forth. So we'll usually just hook it to the top tab. You're more than welcome to adjust it. But the secret to this is going to be creasing the tab with the buckle and sliding it on, just like that. So, and that is going to be the full internal frame setup for right now our 357, MiniKeg, and Kutthroat. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, and that's it.